Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. Really fast, let me do a marathon of community announcements. I haven't done a lot in a while, but there's just so much going on right now. So let me get them out. That's why I started this a little bit early. First of all, if you were in college and you're a StarCraft player, go to CSL or UC Pro League. UC Pro League you can find in the Team Liquid forums. Xeris is organizing it. CSL, if you contact Hazel or check out the SC2GG forums, there's a link to their website and you can ask them about how you can get involved. First season's already started, but you can kind of participate in your local StarCraft club. Speaking of StarCraft players, IC Cup starts a new season. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. The most important announcement, Artosis has a weekly review of what's been happening in the StarCraft scene at scforall.com. He also has a YouTube page, SC4all. Recently he's put up some videos with him talking to Idra about StarCraft 2. It was really interesting. I enjoyed their discussion, and I agree with a lot of their points. But I trust Blizzard actually to work it out because they're a smart company. Trying to think what else. Vile Gaming has a low money league going on. SC2GG Star Cup has started. SSL is getting started. I'm not sure that it's too late for those signups. Commentator Idol finals just happened. Check them out at sc2gg.com with a special guest. And otherwise, I think that's just about it. If you go to Fnatic.com, by the way, I've got some bonus commentaries there. Fnatic has been giving me a replay per week that I can do. It's been a great honor. Probably, arguably, actually, the best clan in the Foreigner scene right now. Very, very good players altogether, including the current Liquidation champion, F91. So, and I think that just about does it. On a personal note, hi to Daniel and Marie. They'll understand that. And if you want to help give back to the community, go to sc2gg.com. We're always looking for people to, if they just want to contribute, we appreciate your contributions, basically. And also, if you go to sc2gg.com/chat, we have a really active IRC channel where I hang out, Moltrap hangs out, Colorith hangs out, basically a whole bunch of people hang out. It's a blast up there. And otherwise, in a bit, we're going to try to get something going with Team Micro Arena. If you want to play Team Micro Arena and you're really excited about that, go to the SC2GG game server. Anyway, this map, Byzantium 2 between Stork and Forgg, finally got through that marathon of announcements. This is going to be the Group D of the at round of 8. Bottom left-hand corner, we have Forgg and Teal. Seeing all those Korean characters threw me off for a second. Forgg, a former champ, hasn't really been up to full form. I think there was arguments about his championship because he beat Jaedong, but it was kind of in a cheesy fashion. Most people felt that Jaedong was playing at a lower level rather than Forgg was playing at a high level. So I think there's a bit to prove there. He is a champion, however. He has taken an MSL. Stork in the upper left-hand corner as the purple protoss. And there's a lot of questions about Stork, because coming up to this point, he mostly cheesed, he mostly didn't show really solid strategies. So the question is against Forgg, is he going to do the same? Is he just going to hide his hand until he makes it into the round of 4, until he makes it to the finals? Because in the past, that has been his weakness, the fact that he's played very kind of standard play, and as a result, when it came to the finals, people just went against his specific strategies and ended up beating him, essentially. So, and it looks like Forgg not going for that front door seal. Putting that supply depot alongside his base, going to rely a little bit on the lack of scouting and just kind of leave his front door open. It's funny, Psionic always calls this playing cocky, I think. He's like, this is playing cocky. I think it's just denying opportunities to assault the front door. You are playing a lot more risky because your front door is breached, but I feel like it's one of those things where you're preparing for it, so a little bit. It's better to step into a fire with both feet than be lit on fire. That's not a saying that anyone says, just something crazy I said, so ignore that. Anyway, SCV Scout looks like it is headed directly towards Stork's base. Stork going for a pretty standard build, gateway first, and a first barrack going down as well as the gas, so Forgg going for a standard build as well. On Byzantium, Byzantium really favors the player who goes aggressive very, very quickly, particularly with ranged units. And we'll see if Stork, once he sees this SCV Scout comes around, is coming around, if he's going to adjust his scouting pattern, particularly because he sent that probe out in time that he would have seen it if it was coming in. So perhaps when he sees this come to his base, he'll realize that Forgg is in that bottom left-hand corner. Otherwise, it could be disastrous, because he'll end up scouting a very, very long pattern. So, no, not sending that probe around, so not doing the mathematics there, I guess, not really concerned. Cybernetic score going up. So he's going to end up scouting Forgg's baits very, very late. If he was thinking about switching into a 10-15, which could be a good build on this map, again, early pressure tends to pay off. And the poll here, it looks like most players are favoring, wow, very much favoring Stork, 79% to 21%. I love those statistics, and yeah, it looks like he is going for a 10-15 here. going for the early gateway pressure. First factory going down for Forgg, and this could be good or bad for Forgg. I almost feel like it's easier to fight off a 10-15 with your base open because it gives you more room to work with. Only a single SCV on gas, so it looks like he's thinking about a fast expansion, even though he sees the 10-15. I guess that depends on how well, if he can get, he's going to need spider mines and tanks in rapid order to deal with those dragoons. That probe scout getting backed off a little bit by that marine. He's trying to push back around, so Stork's somewhat in the dark at this stage. And Forgg, because of that front door, he might be, I can't see him going for a 2-factory push, maybe a fake double, I don't know, we'll see momentarily. But yeah, Stork, he's got his championship, and prior it was the issue that he just couldn't get past the second place. He was the king of silver for a long time. Maybe now he's just got such the attitude that he feels like he's got it locked. He's like, okay, I know I can play at a very high level, and I think I can beat all these guys. Actually, this is the highest caliber round of 8 we've had in quite some time, and honestly, I would be happy with anyone winning it at this stage, although I think Forgg would be my least favorite comparatively, and I know that's mean to say. But he's getting, ooh, proxy here by Stork. He's going to go for some proxy gateways while Forgg is stuck in his base. Very clever. That barracks lifting off the wrong direction and going to send that Dragoon out to kill. So showing a 15 gate, and he's going to get some Reavers in the back of the base. Let's see Forgg. Oh, he's going to scout it. This is almost like hacks right here. Brilliant scouting by Forgg, going the exact right direction to scout this off. This is like he's got an earbud in his ear, and someone's telling him like, oh hey, check out that bottom left. Wow. I guess that shows you professionalism, not seeing the robotics facility going down, not seeing any higher level tech, not seeing a third gateway inside of Stork's base, feeling the pressure coming on, and he's just at that high level. It's only a single pylon, so Stork doesn't really need to dedicate to that. Might lose it later, and he's building that robotics facility inside of his base instead, and he's got that range, so he's going to be able to take that bunker, or do a lot of damage to that bunker, and let's see if those SCVs can keep it up. He does have that tank alongside. Once that second tank comes out, he'll be in a little bit of a better position to help work against this. I don't see any more Dragoons. Looks like a couple Dragoons coming up to the middle. They're trying to pick some SCVs off, not very successful in doing so. And once Siege Tech comes out, Forgg will have repelled this, and as a result, he'll take a pretty significant economic edge. Stork will have to rely on those Reavers. Yeah, so there's Siege Tech. He's going to have to back off. And now Stork, yeah, a little bit behind economically. He's going to have to do something with that Reaver harass. Forgg still checking out that bottom corner to try to get a good look at what kind of proxy tech he was going up against. He has to assume it's Reavers. And that's the thing, is seeing that proxy tech, he's got to know that that expansion isn't going up, that's what he was planning for. Feeling pretty solid probably in his economic lead. So Stork going to need to do something special. And once again, significantly going for the cheesy tactics, not going for the straight ahead tactics. And I'm not seeing a robotic, not putting anything down. I guess he wants to make sure that he catches that scout before he puts that next level of tech down. That engineering bay going down right on the front door. That's Forgg showing Stork that engineering bay, just to be like, hey, do you see that engineering bay? And ooh, pylon out the front door. So Stork trying to give, I think, that visual appeal that, hey, I'm putting my pylon out here. I am now going for an expansion of my own to try to play catch up, when he is in fact dedicating to Reavers here. So a little bit of that metagame going on. At least I believe that is the intention. An SCV trying to go out and get a little peek, maybe get a free shot at a Dragoon out there in the field. Secondary almost up for Forgg, and a couple Zealots running up here as well. I assume those are getting into position for that with that Reaver. There's that shuttle, and it might just be actually a Zealot drop in the backfield. So, and it looks like there is a turret in the back, but their turret going up in the actual mineral line, but I don't see a Reaver alongside, and I didn't see a Reaver produced. So he might just be dropping some Zealots and Dragoons, might be ferrying his attack force. Yeah, he's going to move some he's going to ferry his entire attack force in the back of Forgg's base, and this is once again Stork being somewhat cheesy. Yeah, putting Dragoons, just completely bypassing that front door, and wow, this could be very devastating for Forgg if he does not scout this out. He needs to scout this now. He does have a siege tank in position, but that single siege tank will not be enough to fight this off. But Stork just has not wanted to play the standard